Why do you want us to write wrong code? An attendee asked me in the break of one of my test-driven development trainings. And at first I didn't understand the question. You know, I only want you to write correct code. That's why I teach these trainings. But then he explained. In today's video, I want to talk about different kinds of progress we make when we do test-driven development and how we advance our program and our system under test on one or more different axes when we test drive. And because of that, we also need to take small steps, or how this attendee called it, write wrong code. My name is David, and in these videos I'm showing you techniques and tricks that I use myself and teach others to use. And by the way, if you like this video, please share it. So, in my trainings, I usually ask people to test drive some code on their own, without much help, and after that we do the same exercise again together. Only this time I stop them when they make mistakes, I nudge them to take smaller steps, and I help them when they get stuck. And the question came after this second exercise. You wanted us to return a single underscore as a literal string. We already knew that this was not the final implementation. We knew we would have to change it 5 minutes later when we write the next test. So you forced us to write wrong code. Okay, if you put it like that, I wanted them to write wrong code. The simple answer would be, but the code was right at the time you wrote it. It passed all the tests. But there's more to that. So two things are important here. Axis of progress and enabling the next red test. So when we test drive some code, when we do a single TDD cycle, that is red, green, refactor, we usually make progress on only some of the axes we could make progress on. And those axes are our test suite, the design of the production code, and the features of the system under test. So the test and the overly simplistic implementation we just did, the wrong code, still allowed us to make progress on two of those three axes. We made progress in the test suite, so we now have a test that will be green from now on forever, and we have made progress on the design of the production code. We now know how to create hangman objects, how those objects are supposed to keep the secret, and how we want to query the hangman object for the placeholder. Also, this simplistic implementation enabled us to write the next red test. Had we written a more complete implementation, had we written more code, it would be really hard to write the next test in a way that it is already correctly implemented, but still failing. So, these small steps and overly simplistic implementations enable us to write the next red test. And it's not a problem to write wrong code as long as it is correct at the time we wrote it. That means as long as it passes all the tests we have so far. And we should also strive to make progress on at least one of the three axes, the test suite, the design of the system under test, and the features we want to implement. So, what do you think about those small tests and the axis of progress? Did this video answer some of your questions, or did it raise new ones? Please tell me in the comments of this video, or shoot me a tweet to @dtensor. Also, if you liked this video, please share it with your friends, followers and colleagues, and subscribe to this channel so you do not miss any future updates.